So forget about his confidence.
Francisco Sanchez
Forget
Ruiz,
about his winning streak this season. His break. I would guess over the whole tournament, him getting position on the lowest numbered ball on the table. I think 25% more on average than the rest of the field.
Yeah, maybe you're right, but you know yourself, Alex, this is all about what happens from now on in, and it's difficult for us to see if he can see the potting angle here, but even if he could, this is not an easy opener for Sanchez, and what he has done good this week is he's just simply continued his fantastic form and played a really good 9-ball pool. Looked a little tired early on in the week, didn't he, Alex? A couple of, the first 2 or 3 days, obviously just flown in from the States, and then since he's got over his little bit of jet lag that he's had, he's really kicked on.
Yeah, good point. As you put it, from here on out, it's single knockout. Today, or the past week, or the past year, it doesn't matter. Who gets the rolls? Who performs? Who keeps his cool? Because it's going to get heated up.
Yeah, we've been here for 8 days now. Day and night sessions. Played a lot of matches. All these 4 players have played 29 race to 5s up until this point. So you don't want to get yourself into the semi-finals and just think it's another match. You've got to try and kick on a little bit, haven't you?
Took the bait. It was a difficult pot, and he needed to force the cue ball for some sort of position. If you make it, you look good. But that's the thing that you can do being FSR. You have a legacy, you have a reputation. People get scared or are impressed, and they think if I give it back, he's going to make it.
Yeah, the other semi-final has just started over on table 2. Shaw's just broke off. Dry break over there, so Sanjin's at the table with a good look at the 1-ball. Sanjin, well, I think it's fair to say he deserves his place in the semi-finals. He's played some good stuff this week, the young man.
Nice hit by Naoyuki Oi. But the second safety by FSR is a straightforward one. I expect him to get it. The question is, how tight can he put the cue ball above that 6? Right? Yeah, he's playing it safe.
I believe there's a gap there, so he's let that one go. He could get the cue ball over to the side rail and guarantee. It was a poor one from Sanchez Ruiz.
Now Oi will be happy at the table. Can cross the 2-ball. Needs to be wary of the corner pocket, low left. I wrongly assumed he would duck. Attacking 2 difficult shots on the 2 and getting away with it. Maybe that's a good thing for Oi. For the rest of the match. To not get overly aggressive. He can hit the 2 off of the long rail, is harder. He's looking to hit it off of the short rail. What do you do? Clip it. Thin, bring the cue ball back to you. Riding his luck. The thing is, with some kicks, you can't always play to make a move. In this case, he thought, do I have a future hitting it soft? Nah, don't think so. So then hard. That was all the reasoning behind it.
At first glance, it looked like he got away with it, but there you see, he actually left the perfect little potting angle.
Can come off the 5. And then top side of the 4. I think it's that angle, yeah. Run of the ball is always important in 9-ball. And I say that because Naoyuki Oi has attacked 2 difficult 2-balls. Missed them by quite a margin, but got away with it.
Yeah, let's not forget it's now a race to 7. You can see there on the bottom of your screens. All week we've been playing race to 5. Semi-final, final. It's now a race to 7. So that will just relax the players a little bit. That maybe gives you another extra chance to form a comeback if you're down.
Feels like an eternity after playing 29 races to 5. Travels just far enough so he can cue past the 8-ball. 8-ball's not in the way. Or is it? It is.
Really changed his game over the last couple of years, Naoyuki Oi. When he was edgy, he used to laugh and giggle at the table and engage with the crowd. I know there's no crowd here this week. We're playing this event behind closed doors, but the fun and games have stopped from Naoyuki. I think he's realised he wants to win a tournament.
Naoyuki wins the back.
Yeah, it's all business. On the match table, as in the practice area. This is day 8. All 8 days, he has been business, oozing his determination and grit. Has showed a lot of that.
Pelovanovic just took the opening rack on the other table. If you want to watch that match as well, head over to Matchroom Multi-Sport.
The second rack, Naoyuki Oi to break.
YouTube channel.
Leading 1 rack to 0.
And why not sweat both semi-finals at the same time?
Typical for Oi's break throughout the week. A lot thicker on the 1-ball than other players. Because he hits thicker, there's more transition of the backspin on the cue ball, which becomes topspin on the 1. That's how he tries to manipulate the 1 into the side pocket. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Now what to do with the 5? I don't think he has any other option than stun this 3-ball in and try to get close to the short rail. And see from there what to play.
Yeah, Alex, out of the 4 players that we have left, we all know what Francisco has been up to. He's been rampant Ruiz for the last 14 months. He's won a lot of, you know, the 9-ball tournaments, but Shaw, Pelovanovic and Oi are yet to lift silverware in an individual event in the Matchroom arena.
Ooh. I don't think that's a bad attempt. That's really good from where he was. He can also play the 5 off the back of the 6, but then would need to get shape on the 6-ball. This was easier. So many times I'm just pointing out the alternatives, the things that will go through a player's mind. And they go through Oi's mind real quick at the moment. He's in gear. He's upping the pace.
Yeah, this is just the start Naoyuki Oi was dreaming for.
Very intense looking FSR. He'll break. It's an alternate break format. He's warned, the Spaniard.
Naoyuki Oi wins the rack.
It's go time for Naoyuki.
Yeah, table 2, you can just see in the distance, Jason Shaw's rolled the 9 ball in. He ties table 2 up to 1-1.
Ivanovic had a chance in that second break. Don't know exactly what happened. But the action on table 1 is fast and furious.
Yeah, Ivanovic had a 2 ball over the pocket.
Rack. Francisco
And he
Sanchez
decided
Ruiz
to
to
try
break.
and draw it in and come
Trading
around
by 2
the
racks
next
to
ball,
nil.
the 3 ball, over it and hooked himself right behind the ball. So it was a mistake.
So that forced draw with the object ball close to the pocket, that's the shot that Oi made with that 4 ball so close, and he put himself in a good line for the combination. That was a great shot. No, and at least 2 good shots needed from FSR. Long 2 ball to set himself up in a good line on the 3-8. If you would have to choose, would you rather be close to the 3 or a little longer in the good line?
I'd rather be close on a good line.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was never very good at these combinations, so.
No, but you can ask yourself the
Yeah.
question, like from when you're close, you can do a bunch of stuff. You can still play safe. You can go off of the rail. That's on from here, especially on the sliding table. So the 3 into the rail, into the 8, and then into the corner.
4 ball's a little tricky though. The
Yeah.
pink 4 ball.
Yeah.
That's-
If he plays the 3-8, he can manage position on the 4. Well done. No, he cannot. Thought he would. What does he have? He can... It's too much angle to draw into the 4, so he's looking at the bank. Come on, right above the 9. This is short. He can still stiff the bank. He can make it, but it'll be difficult to get on the 5. This is the kind of bank that we spoke of with Albin. So Albin earlier the week, he slammed this bank to make it come short.
Can he not just kill the cue ball there with a bit of right? Yeah, just like that. Leave yourself a shot on the purple 5.
Yeah.
Good table management now.
Good table management in that he's not trying to get a better shot on the 5. Now,
Extension
comes all
code.
down to this cut on the 5. This is where he excels. But results from the past are no guarantee for the future. You have to prove it time and time again. That's a stroke. Hit that pure. I mean, you know, many players would have been favored to make it, but it makes it different if it goes in clean or off of the long rail. Difference for how it makes you feel.
Nice rack there from
Sanchez
Ruiz,
Ruiz
the
wins
world
the rack.
#1, the current world 9-ball champion, the man who was sat at the top of the table after 8 days play, wins a rack. He trails 2-1.
256 hopefuls go into action over 6 days.
When an irresistible force meets an immovable object, something has got to give, but nothing is given yet. Final of a Matchroom promoted tournament, the majors in the game.
End up on the wrong end against an opponent of this quality. Not quite as close as it's been for him in the last couple of rounds.
The 478th match of this terrific tournament in Fulda.
If you've just joined us and you've missed the start of this semi-final,
Naoyuki Oi to break, leading by 2 racks to 1.
you have just missed a classic Sanchez Ruiz finish. He was up against it. He made a good run out. Cue ball's close. Oh, it's the top jaw. Is it going to be dry? It is. Dry break.
Yeah, and it was a great out by FSR, putting pressure on Oi. Fast and Furious, 2 racks, it's all good, but I'm still the world #1. You don't scare me. Now on the other table, Jason Shaw has made a tremendous shot on the 2. Beautiful safety. Now getting an angle from the 1 towards the 2 is easier if he plays it with speed. This is what he intended. Wow. Tells us he sees enough of the 2 to go for the 2-3 combination. I've watched Sanchez play over the years, especially when I became, when I worked for the Dutch Federation. I came along to the tournaments, I saw him there, always good, winning a title here and there, but very much in these shadows. So it still marvels me
Extension
how
code.
he, after so many years on the tour, has clicked into gear. This explosive progress. There's so many things right. All the little intricacies. Offense, defense. Game management. Energy management. Very able to stay in the groove without overdoing it, without getting ahead of himself. Now again, one of those shots, the 7, not difficult, he'll make it, but he makes him going clean more than other players.
This has been a good response. This doesn't matter, whether you're in the best season of your pool career. The fact that you were 2 down and he's not had roadmap means like an easy finish dot to dot where you expect the players to clear. He's had 2 tricky finishes and he's took care of them both. 2-2. Yeah, and over on table 2, Jason Short. He's 3-1 up now over Pelovanovic, so early signs that Shaw's looking good to make the final here.
Yeah, you said a good season for FSR, an exceptional season. It's unlikely that anyone in the near future
Sanchez Ruiz to break to
will do the same. It's unlikely anyone in the future will hold multiple world titles, a US Open title, dominating the European scene, all at the same time. And he's not ready to be halted, FSR. Very much in the race to add this Premier League pool title to his CV. Assessing where to push out to. When playing a push out, you very much consider your opponent, his or her weaknesses, strengths.
Extension code.
Smart player, Sanchez. To the credit of David O'Cady.
Push out code.
I would give it back. Don't see what he could play here. Yeah, maybe what I see is thin. Just cut the 1 towards the second diamond on the left. But the scratch top right is super difficult.
I think you can put that in the top right.
He's looking at another pocket near the 8 ball. Why? Why? Same thing in Rec 1. He took on a very difficult shot off of FSR's push out. Let him play it. I want to see what FSR does. I don't think he'll attack.
Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty, Alex. That's why you sat in the comp box with me, buddy.
The 3/4 pocket. Cue ball buried between the jaws. Beautiful.
Sometimes you just fancy the shot, though, don't you?
Yeah, no, but good point. That's why I'm here. And he's there because these champions, they play with courage in the face of adversity. You don't win titles by ducking. Beautiful shot. Any angle. 30 degrees, 45 degrees. Assessing if he can get this back over the side pocket. Ooh. I think he tried to come over the side pocket on his right. No, yeah. What do you think? Or still on that side of the side pocket, but half a diamond further?
Yeah, I'm not sure. All I know is this is very thin. He's playing the bank shot, is he? Yeah, he is. It looks close. It looks a little high, actually. Oh, what a mistake. What a mistake from Oi. 8 to the 9 is going to cost him this rack. This is bread and butter for Sanchez. This is the type of shot you've been talking about, Alex. He smooths these balls in. Always plays it just nicely to the right-hand side of the pocket. He knows if he hits the rail, this ball will fall. Just like that.
Look, he doesn't play it into the long rail.
Yeah, that was centre.
Yeah, all the time. It's amazing. Unbelievable. Big mistake by Oi. So, what will Oi think? What he played on the 8 to the 9, was it a good choice but executed poorly, or should he have played a different route? It's easy to say, well, the choice was okay, I should have just executed better.
Trading by 3 racks to 2.
That execution comes from somewhere. A player of his stature does that for a reason. Anyway, he's now fallen behind in this match. After making that great shot on the 1 off of FSR's push out. Painful, frustrating, but needs to focus on the shots at hand.
Yeah, on table 2, Sanchez just missed the pink 4. He's been very fortunate. Jason Shaw's fuming with him. Absolute fuming. They can change matches. Let you know how that rack goes on. Oh, he's got a tough pot here. Oh, he's potted a few like that, though.
Don't know how much of a pocket he has for the 3 ball. The carom on the 8 is very makeable. Position after the carom a little bit harder. That helped. Double kiss on the 3. Now stay in your rhythm, but take enough time to assess the right shot. Can't afford to make too many unforced errors. A lot of elevation. Now, would you try to get the right angle and possibly on the rail for position on the 5, or just come back 1-2 balls with an angle but off the rail?
I think he's got a slight angle. All he's got to do is pull it over a bit. Well, he's playing a different game to what I'm seeing, that's for sure.
Pressure. Pressure and fatigue. This is match 30 for Naoyuki
Extension
Oi.
code.
Cutting to the pocket on the left. Yeah, a glaring error from the 4 to the 5. It's gonna cost him. Should cost him. 2 big mistakes in 5 minutes. Was up 2-0. FSR, if he's clinical. That's about his middle name the past 15 months. Can double his lead here.
Yeah, one won the biggest titles. You know, he's been the player of the season without a doubt. We all know that. Always yet to win one of these, and is that going to be the difference? Is that why a couple of mistakes are creeping in at the wrong time for Naoyuki Oi? He'd be a very popular winner all over the world on social media. He's a very likeable character, Oi. However, that is not going to help him win this match with mistakes like that. He's just not going to cut it. He trails 4-2.
256 hopefuls go into action over 6 days.
When an irresistible force meets an immovable object, something has got to give, but nothing is given yet. Final of a Matchroom promoted tournament. The major's in the game.
End up on the wrong end against an opponent of this quality. Not quite as close as it's been for him in the last couple of rounds.
478th match of this terrific tournament in Fulda.
Welcome back. There is some good news for Naoyuki Oi.
Francisco Sanchez Ruiz to break, leading by 4-2.
It's a race to 7, not 5. Sanchez, he's not on the hill.
A cliffhanger. Yeah, tough action for Oi. Now trailing after his blitz in the opening 2 racks. Now this is close to a miracle.
Foul shot, bow in hand.
One of the pillars under FSR's game, his break.
Start the clock, please.
Yeah, the one ball went low, hit the jaw. Cue ball found the top pocket. Chance for Oi.
The big, sorry, Carl. The big question: how much slower is Oi going to play now? You see, a big difference.
Yeah, it feels like a couple of racks have got away. So often, what you do is you slow down and you go into kind of safety mode in your mind, don't you?
Yeah, but in general, if you see a clear shift in rhythm, then I'm not too sure if that works. I mean, you can tweak your rhythm, but don't go from hyper aggressive and fast to slow and deliberate. Overcooked his draw shot in the rack before, from the 4 to the 5. Again, ask yourself the question, do I rather be long or short on this draw shot? There's always a better side. Played this nicely. Roll with right spin or slide. Soft stun shot. Yeah, this looks better. Right? As a pace.
Well, yeah, you've got to change something up, haven't you? Because he's made mistakes. easy mistakes as well. So it's like when you break from one side of the table and you hit 2 or 3 drive breaks, there's no point in keeping the cue ball there.
Crazy that watching a whole different player all of a sudden. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
A very rare dry break from Ruiz. Cue ball found the pocket. That give Oi ball in hand. As he pulls the rack back, he will have the break in the next. Well, we're on table 2. That match is tied at 3-3. Sanchez won the last 2 racks. Jason's just potted the 9 ball though to go 4-3 up. So both these matches are nicely poised for a good finish here in the semi-finals. Which 2 will make it through to the big one?
Rack 8, Naoyuki Oi break, trailing by 4 racks
Much
to
more
3.
deliberate in that run out now. Don't let that creep into your stroke on the break. It is crisp. Good one. That's a downside on how he breaks the balls. The good thing is that he doesn't risk losing the cue ball on the lower side of the table. But it does travel towards the kitchen, so now faced with the long 2. Needs to go across. Long rail, back to the middle of the
Extension
table.
code.
Did well to hold it there. But from here, you know, this was a choice. What speed am I more comfortable to make the ball with?
Yeah, Desi's having a good look there. His shirt was awfully close to the 7 ball.
Nice, but not out of the woods yet. This is all the result of not playing that 2 ball back and forth.
Yeah, that camera angle tells us it looked like his shirt was on it, but of course it's not. Desi was right there. It was deceiving us, the camera angle. Shaw's going through the motions over there. We've got another screen in the com box, so we have the, the option of watching both matches at the same time. Sanchez just got another roll there, not left Shaw a shot, so Shaw had an easy safety shot. He played it well. He's got to calm down a little bit. He's a bit hot-headed over there.
Ooh. Jason? Oh. Super aggressive here. Oh, that's bad luck.
Wow.
Bow in hand.
That's bad luck. What a monster stroke by Naoyuki Oi.
Start the clock, please.
I expect it to come over the side pocket there. That's a bad roll. Very brave shot to take on.
What a slice of
Francisco Sanchez
bad luck
Ruiz
for
wins the
Naoyuki Oi
rack.
there. He tackled the table. Cue ball winning the side. He's lost the rack. There you can see the disappointment. Over on table 2. Shaw played a good safety shot. And it paid off. He's now at the table. He's got 5 balls left. And he's a good chance to get another 2-rack lead. He was up 3-1 in this match.
Stroke to 6. Get the cue ball in the center of the table. Now make sure to have a shot on the 7. Wow, did he make sure? Yeah, that's his firepower. He has no issue with playing that long 7. He made it, and he's on the 8. So Shaw looking to go 5-3. The actual scoreline between FSR and Oi on our table. Broke with more oomph this time. Commanding that 1 ball into the side pocket. So if he pushes out and puts the cue ball in the middle of the short rail, will he attack? He knows that Naoyuki Oi is not scared to throw the dice, to take on shots.
Push out code.
Just checking. Now from here, really, Oi will not attack the 2 ball. I think that's safe to say. With a 3/4 ball hit on the left, the cue ball safe will go to the short rail left of the 7. The 2 ball would track approximately to the right side of the 9, I feel. Is that something he can work with? I think yeah. So the only, if you play this as a safety, don't scratch. That's the only thing you play. Don't hit the 7, don't scratch. And the 2 should be fine. If not, then don't play it.
Over on table 2, Shaw's just had a golden break to get himself on the hill. He leads Perlovanovic 6 racks to 3. Now, does Sanchez have a combo available?
Would rather
Extension code.
have the 2 ball available as a pot. He's eyeing up the combination. Looking where he can bring the cue ball to play it as a shot to nothing. 2-way shot. Clinical.
Sanchez Ruiz wins the rack.
Push out by FSR. Given back. No, played by Naoyuki Oi, but he sold out. FSR is up by 3.
Hopefuls go into action over 6 days.
When an irresistible force meets an immovable object, something has got to give, but nothing is given yet. Final of a Matchroom promoted tournament. The major's in the game.
End up on the wrong end against an opponent of this quality. Not quite as close as it's been for him in the last couple of rounds.
The 478th match of this terrific tournament in Fulda.
Rack 10, Naoyuki Oi to break, trailing by 6 racks to 3.
Oh, he's got it all to do in this match. He's going to need to win the last 4 racks. That is not going to help
shot.
Alex. That could be his last shot
Bow in hand.
of this year's Premier League pool.
Yeah, frustration is pouring out.
Start the clock, please.
Led 2-0. Then those 2 mistakes. 2 glaring errors that ignited FSR's comeback. From there, the Spaniard kicked on. Does that 7 go to the side pocket on the left? And that seems to be a sensible shot. The 7-8 combination is lined up pretty decently to the left. What you do a lot, you become good at. And FSR has been finishing major racks, major matches and major tournaments for 15 months now. He's pretty clinical.
Yeah, this is just bread and butter stuff for Ruiz now. He gets that 1 chance on the hill and he's been taking them for weeks, for months, for just over a year. He's really flying high in the world of 9-ball pool.
That half rotation sets him up perfect. Like they say in the States, if you are good to the cue ball will be good to you. That white rock has made this man a lot of money. He's looking to go to the final, chasing that 20k first prize.
And it's